Hey, so I wanted to talk about how do you pick a rescue dog? How do you rescue a dog? How do you adopt one? And not just like the mechanics, but like how do you choose? So I'm inspired by this because last week, um, Winnie had a couple that came and did a meet and greet with her, and this is no shame on those people, by the way. Um, I was so proud of Winnie. She did, while she kept her distance from them, she didn't bark, she didn't growl. We took a walk and she did the most perfect automatic sit 2 different times. I was so dang proud of her. And at the end, one of them was able to give her a treat directly from her hand, but she still wasn't trusting enough to pet her. And I my whole goal was to get them to come back the next day because I just knew if Winnie could see them twice and back to back that it would be a better experience. But unfortunately, they texted me an hour after they left, saying they didn't think Winnie was going to be a good fit. And hey, it's fine. But I think I know sometimes people get caught up with rescuing a dog or adopting where they want this magical moment, right? Where they feel this bond that they are meant for this dog. The dog is reaching out, making some sort of connection. But oftentimes, when we're really rescuing a dog, that's not going to happen in the first match. And sometimes that's fine. I find the strongest bonds actually can happen when that magic, thing doesn't happen necessarily. And that's exactly what happened with Captain, actually. Anyone who's known me knows, and who's known Captain, the common refrain I get all the time is he's one of the best behaved, best mannered dogs I've ever met, except for his barking, but, I have to blame the rat terrier part of him for that. Um, but I gotta be honest, and I'm a little bit embarrassed to say, I didn't really like him when I first met him. My goal when I was looking for a dog was to get Captain was for my other dog, my German Shepherd Riker. I was getting a dog for my dog because he was lonely because my roommates who had a dog moved out, and I uh I must have went to dozens of um, adoption events, meeting and greeting dogs, and I only wanted a dog that wouldn't bully uh, Riker, which I know, right? You need a dog that won't bully a German Shepherd, but he's a big baby. And met Captain. Was actually Barbette, who was at the event at PetSmart in Gresham and um, not Gresham and Clackamas, and she convinced me to take Captain out on a walk and meet Archer, and we did. And this, second was out there, Captain rolled on his belly, and I was like, okay. And I went back in, and I think I was kind of sharing a little bit with Barbette about how I don't know, I don't feel it, right? I don't feel it.
Hello, it's me.
An appropriate amount of guilt to let me know that he was the last dog, and if he gets adopted out, it would be a full 100% dog successful event. A dog's adopted, so I took him home. I cannot imagine my life without Captain. Um, and someone's going to have that opportunity to have that moment with Winnie, but just got to get over it. You're not going to have that bond the first time. Maybe I can get her there in 6 months, but the sooner she gets in a home, her forever home, the better it's going to be for her. So my advice to you is, if you're adopting, obviously if you're adopting Winnie or any dog out there, um, try to fight that first instinct of wanting that bond. If there's a foster available, talk to the foster. Um, Usually the fosters, the people running the agency, have a better idea of where a dog's going to fit in someone's life than maybe even they do. Um, and here's hoping we can find someone who'll give Winnie that chance.